Hi everyone, here's what's bothering me today. It's kind of making the rounds now that the Bank of Canada, like the central bank, has ended quantitative easing. Now, to grossly oversimplify, quantitative easing is where basically the bank just buys up a large amount of government bonds, which then means, oh, look, those bonds are in demand. And so the interest rate lowers. And it also, I think, somehow it allowed for more money to be injected into the economy. It's kind of a form of stimulus. And some people are very excited about this, others not so excited. The Bank of Canada is doing this because the rate of inflation is increasing. And it's also a signal that get ready for interest rate hikes in the near future because they feel that while they're still doing quote unquote stimulus in some other ways, this is going to be the signal, as it were, to both the government and to the corporate sector and big business that they're hoping to get the ball rolling on the economy soon. Here's why I have a few issues with this. So, for starters, right, the Bank of Canada has admitted to doing this in part because of a rising level of inflation and also a rising cost of living. Consequently, the government recently ended pandemic financial support such as the CRB. We are also seeing, and I think it's the Bank of Canada's own website or numbers that says this, is that because of this news, the Canadian dollar closed at like 81 cents US. That's bad because in order for Canada to have a really good, booming economy, we need our dollar to be low so that America buys our stuff. If that doesn't happen and the Canadian dollar is high, that's good for us if we want sort of parity to then go on shopping trips to the United States, but it doesn't help our economy. So these are already two, if not three, different aspects that are not looking great for the Canadian economy. Additionally, let's remember that it is still an ongoing pandemic and many people haven't found substantial work to actually pay their bills or to, still keep at their current expenses or their standard of living. This also comes back to haunt us with the government actually canceling these pandemic programs. And sure, things are slowly getting back to normal, but it's still not exactly normal or a good situation, especially for over 800,000 Canadians. So to broadly sum up, we have our central bank ending quantitative easing, which means rates are going to go up, which means, and they're doing this again because of a rising cost of living, but supports, especially financial supports for people to help them through this still very difficult time, is ending. And this also means that, oh, right, we have a high dollar relatively compared to the United States, so the economy isn't really going to be booming just yet. In short, things are about to get a lot more difficult for a lot more Canadians. But if you're someone in big business, you got no need to worry. You're going to be taken care of just fine by the banks and by your lovely friends in government that you wine and dine on the regular in the halls of power. But people barely able to make ends meet and who are not either employed or gainfully employed while there's still a pandemic going on. And while the Bank of Canada has basically announced that the cost of living is going to go up, and yet wages are not curiously rising to also meet that. And when you also add on top of that the necessary function of us having a low dollar compared to the US dollar to have a booming economy, this feels like something is very much amiss, and it's going to hurt probably a lot of Canadians. And unfortunately, the government shows no interest in helping those Canadians, only helping their friends in big business. And as per usual, that is definitely what's bothering me today.